So it looks like this is a nice, light, casual, classic Fandom Nonsense.
Yeah, hello there.
Hello, I'm Zach.
I'm Aaron.
Also Nolan.
I feel like we should just like ASMR that. So you said sleek casual. I'm Zach.
So, we had some technical problems last week, so you didn't miss the episode. There wasn't one. There was. It didn't come out. So, what's happened? Yeah, what's happened in the last couple weeks? Obviously, Deadpool 2, but someone hasn't seen it yet. We can't talk about that.
Oh, yeah, I'll cry.
Well, time.
I know.
Has anyone here seen Solo yet?
Nope.
No?
Nope. Big nope. I want to see it real bad.
Yeah, I want to see it, but it's like I told you before we started, this is the first Star Wars movie since Episode 2 that I haven't been there like the day of. Yeah. And part of that is there's so much happening. Like I kind of get why Star Wars movies have been coming out in December the last few years because they have that to themselves. And
For sure.
But also,
it's the biggest market now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's just so many like summer blockbusters and stuff that come out like
Marvel's shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 Marvel movies in a row. Dropping it and killing it.
And then Ant-Man the Wasp is right around the corner. But the big reason why I don't feel like that big of a draw is the Star Wars fan base has just crossed that point to where if you enjoy the movie, I feel like you're just going to get attacked for enjoying it for any Star Wars movie at this point. And if you don't enjoy it, you don't want to get lumped in with those people that have just bullshit SJW or whatever kind of like political criticisms that don't make any fucking sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you have like legitimate criticisms of the movie, you don't want to get lumped in with stupid people, but also it's so hard to actually enjoy it because there's no like dialogue to have because it's all just shitting on it.
Right.
That's what the Star Wars fan base has kind of turned into. So it's kind of hard to be like, really want to go see it because part of internet culture for me is like being able to engage in those conversations and things after I've seen a movie and everything.
Right. Yeah. It's supposed to be a community.
Yeah.
Nerds are supposed to stick together. But they turn on each other.
My little part of the frame.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I'm just gonna scoot a little bit in for you guys, just a little bit.
Now I just want to do Fandom Nonsense ASMR.
I've already told you about my ASMR idea, right?
Mm-hmm. Probably.
It's I'm gonna read the Psalms and it's gonna be coming to Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Did ASMR anything? Like, oh man, have you seen Goku going Super Saiyan 3 ASMR?
No, but that sounds great.
It's so much.
I know we had to have shown you that before.
And this is a Super Saiyan. This is when I go beyond the Super Saiyan. I like to call it Super Saiyan 2.
Which is the first time the phrase Super Saiyan 2 was used.
Yeah. Nerd! God, no. It's so uncomforting, but so good. Being uncomforting.
Speaking of...
Uncomforting?
Yeah.
Uncomfortable.
Actually, this actually makes me kind of feel kind of good inside. Liam Neeson is in talks for
Mask 2?
Men in Black.
What? Men in Black?
Mm-hmm.
Like guys who aren't aliens?
There's a Men in Black, not necessarily a reboot, but it's a continuation of the original movies. It's not going to have Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Yeah, no.
Well,
but it does have Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson, Valkyrie from
Oh, that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like their chemistry together. They were good. They were good on screen together.
Where in the timeline is this going to be?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's after. I guess.
Why?
Yeah, when does that happen?
Yeah, why? What do we need this for?
Money? There's money to be made?
I think so.
Why did Men in Black 3 happen?
Dude, that movie
Or
was...
two.
Men in Black 2 or 3 was so good. Oh, I love that movie. That ending was gold.
I thought it was a step down from 2, but I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah. No, yeah, I really enjoyed 2 as well.
2 was classic. It was basically the same movie as the first one. It
You ever
was essentially
wonder-
all callbacks.
You ever wonder why it always rains when you cry? She's the light. Oh, yeah. Rosario Dawson? Pretty sure that's Dawson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rosario?
Mhm.
Rosario? Yeah, Rosario.
Rosario.
Rosario. Rosario.
Rosario!
Oh, man. Do you remember that movie with her and Ed Norton where she's in the bathtub? It's really fucking great. Anyway.
Nope. The only movie I can think of her in right now is The Rundown with The Rock and Sean William Scott and Christopher Walken.
I haven't seen that.
It's a really good movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger's in the very beginning of it for 2 seconds. If that, like it's 0.5 seconds.
Plot details of the new Men in Black movie are scarce, but the film is set to take place in London and centers around a new combination of characters and is more of an ensemble film than a duo like the first 3 movies.
Mm. Get to see like a big group of.
See more of the agency than just the agents, probably.
Okay. I'd like to...
Taking another thing and expanding the world of it,
Mhm.
basically.
It'd be nice to see what they can do with modern technology.
I hope.
True.
I hope there's more practical effects like we got in...
Absolutely. And I hope if they do, like, because obviously anything pretty much is made these days is made with the mind of, if it does well enough, we'll make a sequel and maybe expand it to some kind of universe. That's
Spin-offs, baby.
Yep.
Right.
So I hope that at some point that Will Smith or even Tommy Lee do make an appearance in a future Men in Black movie. But I don't think that they're necessary to tell the story.
Sounds like a TV show, kind of.
I do agree with that. I think it would
Like-
probably be better suited as a TV show.
Yeah.
That cartoon
Do
was dope.
Wait, there's a cartoon?
you not know?
That cartoon?
I didn't know
Oh,
that.
dude,
I didn't know that was a
classic.
thing. What?
Yeah.
What?
It's
Yeah,
killer.
was it Kids WB?
It was
is it-
Same network as the Ghostbusters, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Never watched the Ghostbusters cartoon.
They're both stellar.
Yeah, it was like what, early 2000s, I guess,
Yeah.
like really early 2000s. I wonder if we can find that, because that would be some fun couch locking, actually.
Oh, you goddamn right it would be. I'm looking to get locked into a couch.
We could.
That could be taken weird. Maybe.
No, it's weird if you say that. I've been looking to get locked to a bed.
No, to a
It's the same
couch.
idea.
Been looking to get locked to a couch. Wait, what? Saying that to anything. Been looking to get locked to a door.
Locked to a radiator.
Oh wow, it was on for 4 years. It was on from October 1997 to June
Been looking to get locked to
2001.
the front of my car.
Yep.
Did you guys ever see the movie Evolution?
No, but I watched the animated series based on that movie.
I've never seen the animated series. I've only seen the first. The first episode.
Evolution continues.
Have you ever seen Evolution?
Nope.
It's such a. Oh, God.
I haven't seen the cartoon either. What is the idea? When we get some nonsense about animals adapting to their environment.
Aliens.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
It
aliens.
was a really
yeah,
long drug out story.
It's aliens. Oh, God. It's
So many
aliens.
mistakes.
It's aliens, not alien animals, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got Orlando Jones, Sean William Scott again, and then what's his name? Mulder
Oh.
from X-Files.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, fuck.
I always get him
His
mixed
name's
up with.
Christopher or something like
I
that.
always get him mixed up with David Boreanaz. That's that one. It's.
But that's not him.
What is his name?
He's also in Californication, which is also a great show. Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm looking at his face right now in my head brain, but I'm
Right
just
thing.
Is the same? Oh yeah, no, oh yeah, you can see him.
yeah.
You see
I know
him.
exactly who you're talking about.
The moment I say Mulder, his head just goes
Right.
right there, going Scully. What is this thing?
There's more out there. Find the truth.
Was he an alien in that? I never watched all that show. Did he end up being an alien? Somebody
No.
end up being an alien?
I think the
David Duchovny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duchovny.
Duchovny.
His
David
I think the
Duchovny.
cigarette smoking man ended up being in Halo.
God, I have not seen that show in a long time. I have no idea who that is.
He's like the informant dude. He's like the deep throat of that
What deep
show.
he likes to get locked to a couch.
Yeah.
Good old deep throat.
That's in season 3, I think.
Whoa!
So, this will make you happy, Nolan.
Bad chance.
I was hoping to be like, good luck.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Bear with me.
Well, I like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Not against him.
I'm not against him, but is in talks to play Mysterio.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I see it.
I don't. That's weird.
Really? It could really be anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the more out of type from what you'd expect, the better, since he is that kind of character that is constantly masked. So when you get that reveal,
Right.
that he's kind of, I mean, a nerdy special effects guy, I can totally see
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal playing
no,
that.
definitely. Yeah.
You could go against type with that. You could go straight down the middle. You could do whatever you want with Mysterio.
Yeah.
As long as he defies expectations.
I want to know what the suit's gonna look like.
I hope they go with the classic, like, bowl.
You got the dome. You got the dome on
Yeah.
with the fucking like smoke inside of it.
Right. Maybe a little more. I want the purple cake, too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe a little more.
What was he? Green and purple.
Yep.
Yeah. Classic. Classic colors.
And Michael Keaton will be returning as the Vulture.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I knew that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get Scorpion sometime soon too.
We've already established the Shocker as kind of
Yeah.
a role that passes on from whoever has the thing, but
I don't know if that'll continue.
I think we'll probably get someone like locked into that role, but we could be setting up for a Sinister Six.
Ooh, that'd be neat.
Mm-hmm.
Has it been established whether or not Venom is actually a part of the MCU? Is it not?
It has been established that he's not.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, very happy about
So they
that.
talked about Tom Holland cameo in there, some hogwash.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's messy.
Hogswabble? Hogswabble?
I think we talked about this on one of the episodes that you weren't on. It's kind of
Hey, Switch.
it's kind of messy because, like, the Homecoming and the sequel are technically Sony Spider-Man films, but Marvel's making them.
Yeah.
So Holland, I guess, is technically part of the Sony Spider-Verse, but none of that comes into Marvel. You know what I mean? So it's like Marvel let Sony use Iron Man and shit for their Spider-Man movie, and Sony lets Marvel use Spider-Man for their movies, but it's the Spider-Man movies have nothing to do with the MCU, and the MCU has nothing to do with the, like, Venom and Morbius and all that stuff that's coming. So, which could mean that after the dust clears, and because I really think Venom's just gonna be bad. I honestly think Solo looks like a good movie. Like, I don't think it's, like I said before, I think it's unnecessary, but I think it's going to be a fun, enjoyable ride. But so I can have a balanced view on something, but Venom just strikes me as just everything wrong about comic book movies.
Cop symbiote.
Symbiotes. The way Jimmy Slate says that, I will never get him there.
I can't believe that. I don't know who was okay with that.
Symbiote, the way that they're, like, using the anti-Venom and Planet of the Symbiote story as a origin story for Venom. Like, they're starting Eddie Brock as a we only hurt bad people kind of thing. Like, that's, you need character development to get to that point. That's not really. So
I mean, we don't know if it's still gonna work out like that.
Yeah.
We could still just fucking go nuts. He's a bit. I mean, he's a bit of a wild card.
Mhm.
Honestly, Venom. He'll lie to you, most def. Eddie Brock's a gullible little guy.
Well, I think we'll definitely get like the murderous rampaging
Yeah.
Venom.
Oh,
Yeah.
As far as Eddie Brock's approach to getting the powers and like what like if he'll have any like force in the relationship or if he'll be able to like control what Venom is doing.
Right.
It all remains to be seen. But there's a good chance that we'll just get this boring anti-hero story that we've gotten 1,000 times.
I don't like.
And I don't think. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't like the fact that I don't understand how he could already get that little Spider-Man look, and he's never even met Spider-Man.
Right.
Right. That doesn't make any sense.
That's just.
And I don't think that the anti-hero aspect for Venom works because it's kind of what's what I'm looking for. It's a triangulation between Spider-Man, Venom, and Carnage.
Yeah.
Without Carnage there as the extreme,
Yeah.
Venom as an anti-hero doesn't really work. That's why they introduced Carnage to have that, so they could put Venom in more of a gray area because there's someone who's just an extreme version of him.
Right.
Without Spider-Man and Venom or Carnage to contrast against, having Venom as an anti-hero is just kind of boring to me, honestly.
Yeah. What is Carnage?
Here's another.
He's the spawn of the symbiote that got bonded to a he's the symbiote. And whenever Eddie Brock was in prison with a guy named Cletus Cassidy, raving lunatic serial
I
killer,
know who he is.
Yeah.
I know his story.
the symbiote broke him out, right? Yeah, and a piece of the symbiote got left behind, and since it reproduces by dividing cells, that symbiote bonded with Cletus Cassidy, and since the symbiote it adapts to your personality because it wants to stay bonded to its host. That's why it didn't turn into the monster Venom when it was attached to Spider-Man, because it knew that if it went like full crazy like that, it would. But it knew it worked for Eddie and knew this being a just amorphous blob because that's what Cletus Cassidy is in his own brain, is just this monster. So that's what Carnage came from, was just the symbiote bonding with an absolute psychopath.
That's what turned him red.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Viscera, and I guess also the aesthetic of Cletus Cassidy being a redhead.
There's a lot you could do with that. Like if they were to,
I wish we got a Carnage movie before we got a Venom movie, but I don't think that would happen.
I don't think it could happen. I think that'd be an even bigger mistake in the way they're doing this Venom movie. But I hope, what I was going to say is I hope that when the dust clears from this, that we eventually get that story in the MCU, because that's one of those Spider-Man stories that really needs the rest of the world to really work anyway. You need the Secret Wars and everything. You need that relationship with sometimes it's been Doc Connor, sometimes it's been Reed Richards. We need somebody to have that kind of, or it could be Tony Stark in this case, or Bruce Banner, but to have that, like, I don't know what this is kind of.
Yeah.
But no, I would really love to see the Sinister Six show up in Spider-Man movies. Give the kids some weight.
I want to see them do what's his name, Craven.
Yeah. Ooh,
fucking
Craven's last time.
Bury Spider-Man alive,
Mm-hmm.
and fucking go around dressed up as him.
If we do get, I really hope we get Black Cat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love
perfect.
I love Black Cat. I hope they do the spectacular thing where the cat burglar, Black Cat's dad, was the one that killed Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
And has, because we haven't really gotten much about anything about that in
I mean,
in the MCU.
They pretty much
Spider-Verse.
just kind of mentioned it during not Civil War, Homecoming. Kind of. He says something about how his mom couldn't handle it, not after what happened, or something along those
his aunt
lines.
couldn't handle it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like the biggest nod towards Uncle Ben dying.
Mm-hmm.
He did leave his rice fortune behind though.
What
You had 10 seconds, and that's what you came up with.
No, I wanted to say it from the beginning, and I was like, nah, it's not gonna work. I was like, fuck it, do it.
All that time wasted. So speaking of Solo, apparently it's not doing so hot in the box. I mean, for a Star Wars movie, it still did like.
It came out at a bad time.
Yeah, absolutely.
At a very bad time.
Yeah, everyone's still kind of exhausted from Infinity War.
And
Deadpool 2
2
just dropped that same week. And yeah, it's a bad time.
Yep.
Josh Brolin has to be bathing in money, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I've watched interviews with him. He's so happy about it.
Sorry.
Things changed. His life changed. Just in a blink. It was what's his name? Mark Ruffalo, the guy that plays the Hulk. He called him and he was just like, hey, should I do this? And he's like, dude, you're gonna feel ridiculous. You're gonna be wearing a stupid suit, stupid skin tight suit, and you're gonna have this thing in front of your face that makes it hard for you to see anything. But damn it, it's a lot of fun. And then the first day he actually came in, Mark Ruffalo walks up to him and he just goes, man, I'm thinking about quitting. I'm gonna quit. He's just like, why would you tell me this on the first day? Yeah. That'd be something bad to hear. But oh yeah, no. Swimming in bucks. In jackets.
Okay. Alright. I see what you're playing, Disney. Apparently, Logan director, James Mangold, will be writing and directing a standalone Boba Fett movie.
Cool. Neat.
Yeah?
Not really.
No.
It takes away the mystery.
Exactly. He's one of those.
Yeah.
He's one of those characters.
But it's been long enough.
Same time.
Let the mystery out.
It depends on where you put it. Because I mean, you've watched Clone Wars
A lot.
Yeah, so you know that you got quite a bit of his stories as a kid, so you might as well have some interconnected tissue. I just let him die in the Sarlacc pit. Yeah, he died like a bitch.
Oh yeah.
People die like a bitch.
Only do a pre-story.
Yeah,
I like to see him
I
as
want to see a Yojimbo type story with him, almost like a Western type vibe.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. See, I feel that's kind of how they're gonna do how they did Solo.
That's what the trailer kind of gives across to me. Yeah.
Then you can have the plot just sort of move around him and have him just be the set piece that garners all of this action. Like in Yojimbo, most of the scenes don't involve him.
Right.
But he's orchestrating all these events and creating all this intrigue and stuff, and he still remains an interesting, mysterious character. But at the same time, all of the intrigue revolving around him.
I've never seen Yojimbo.
Mm-hmm.
Yojimbo.
Fistful of Dollars. You ever seen that?
Fistful of what?
Fistful of Dollars.
Oh wow, way misheard you.
With
I heard dogs.
Fistful of Dogs. With Clint Eastwood is a Americanized Western version of that movie, which is a Kurosawa.
I'd probably enjoy it. I like Clint Eastwood.
He's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. Most of how old is it? When the from is
the Fistful of Dollars is from the 60s.
Yeah.
That was the first in the trilogy, right? Fistful of Dollars.
No, I think it's the second one.
Okay.
I think Hang 'em High is the third.
No, Good, Bad, and the Ugly is the third one.
Yeah. Wait, no, it might be. Is Hang 'em High in there? Or is that separate?
I think it's separate. It's something else to do with money, but I can't
fucking a few dollars more.
Yeah.
It's Fistful of Dollars, a few dollars more.
Yeah.
For that movie. Okay, fantastic.
full circle there, guys. Good
Yeah,
job.
we got there.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's part of what worked with the original Star Wars was it's basically direct ripoff of samurai films, Flash Gordon, and World War II footage.
Definitely.
There's so much is so directly lifted that if they were to make a spaghetti western but with Boba Fett, just pretty much just beat for beat do Fistful or something like that, that would be I think that would be really fucking awesome. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Good spaghetti western.
I imagine spaghetti cowboys.
I thought you were like thinking somebody like eating spaghetti with a 6-shooter or something like that.
With a 6-shooter.
And just loading it up in there.
Oh my god.
I've never heard spaghetti western before.
Really?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Kind of threw me through for a little.
That's your like classic. I'm not really sure where the term comes from.
Look at spaghetti western.
Yeah. Let's ask the internet.
Couldn't tell you. Maybe it has something to do with dinner theater. Couldn't tell you. Meatball spurs.
Yeah,
I mean,
Eventually comes to mind.
it's the because like in the 40s and 50s, westerns were really, really big.
Meatballs on Spurs, or the Spurs made of meatball.
Both.
In the 40s and 50s,
Are we done on the whole story?
westerns were really big Hollywood movies with like huge set pieces and like huge scores. But the westerns you remember more from the 60s, the Clint Eastwood ones and stuff with the like that kind of yeah.
Ennio Morricone.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That's just
Dirty Dan stands on top.
welcome.
This summer. Dirty Dan stands on top.
Welcome.
This summer. Just trying to think of a good like cowboy like prostitute name or something for it, but I couldn't think of anything. Cowboy. That's the
That's
title.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
One man's journey.
Okay. The term was used by American critics in other countries because most of these westerns were produced and directed by Italians.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
Super
awesome.
racist.
Yes, that.
That explains why Ennio Morricone rose to fame as being a composer for those scores.
Yeah.
The spaghetti composer.
Well, he's Italian. So yeah,
I said the same thing. I just want to refer to Italians as spaghetti now.
Hey.
Yeah, we don't need that. Where did that come from? Why did he bark? What was it?
that might have been me.
Hey,
No.
we don't want that. We don't want that around here. Where you at? Come here.
Is Taco Italian?
It's Australian.
We apologize, folks, for the loud.
That's Italian Shepherd.
We apologize, folks, for loud barking.
Hey, come here. Get over here. Get over here with your silly face. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Everything is A-okay. A-okay.
Anything else?
Yeah, most definitely. Did anybody else see the pictures for fucking Shazam?
Nope.
No, I have not.
They showed pictures of like him in a suit and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
What's the vibe?
The suit looks fucking classic.
Okay.
It looks great.
It's like the simple crimson red. And
Yeah,
control.
the one lightning bolt, got the cape on and all that different whatnot. Yeah,
Is it the shoulder cape or is it the full?
I think it's the shoulder cape.
cool.
Yeah, right. I love the shoulder cape.
It's a dope
It's
one.
classic. It's the way to go.
Definitely.
But but the picture, like the actual picture that they have for the movie, the first like broadcast picture, it's him like drinking a soda. So I think it's gonna be like a partial like comedy
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing going on.
There's
So,
always a little bit of humor.
it's
a
Billy
kid,
Batson. Yeah, it's a kid in an adult's body. But it makes me wonder how many like modern references that are gonna date it, like that would be in it.
Right.
Don't date it.
Yeah, it's hard to do that and do it well. I'm skeptical because at this point I feel like Marvel has proven they can take obscure characters that no one really knows or really cares about and make good movies with them that people care about. I'm nervous about DC's ability to take a character like Shazam that isn't, you know, of course he's not a Batman or Superman, but I don't even consider him like Green Lantern or a Flash kind of character.
Yeah.
And make a good movie that lands with people. I want them to. I want this to be good. Like, I really hope that like they kind of feel the pressure off since it's not one of those iconic characters to just do something more lighthearted and fun and realize that that's the direction they need to go in.
They're just gonna be like Justice League Unlimited. That's where we're going with it. Just grab all the most obscure characters.
Okay. I do want to see a cinematic version of him discovering the cave, finding Shazam, the wizard.
Oh yeah, Merlin. Isn't it Merlin? Yeah, it's Merlin.
Isn't the wizard's name Shazam?
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was Merlin.
That's how his name is actually. Shazam.
Oh.
That might be. I don't fucking remember.
I thought it was Merlin.
It's been so long. I remember it's an acronym for all the different powers he has from the Greek pantheon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that like the strength of Hercules?
No, okay. Then it probably is Shazam then. Okay. Alright. Who am I thinking of with Merlin? Only person I can think of is
Shining Knight?
I was thinking of a different knight, but he's fucking the dude that rhymes all the time.
Etrigan?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Merlin did that to him.
Right.
Yeah. I love Etrigan though.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah. I doubt we'll get a standalone Etrigan movie, but I'd like to see him pop. I'd like to see him pop up somewhere though.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. There's a lot of small heroes in there that I'd like to see.
I think you might get an animated series or like a TV show or something like that. I wish we could.
I mean, well, they pretty the creators that have been doing the animation since the 90s pretty much stopped doing TV shows and started exclusively doing movies. They signed a contract to do 2 Batman movies and 1 Justice League movie every year, and that's been a few years down. We get 2 Batman movies every year, and then they add in other Batman movies. Like we got 2 from that universe last year, and they got what's the one that had Two-Face in it? It's the last Adam West movie.
Batman vs. Two-Face.
Yeah. Got that, and then there was the same thing. We got 3 Batman movies. 3 animated Batman movies these past 2 years. I'm just like, I get it. Batman's cool. Show me other people.
Yeah.
I'm so done. They made all those extra Batman movies, but in the next Justice League movie, Martian Manhunter's just there. I would like to see how he came in to be a part of the Justice League. No.
Also,
let's make another Batman movie.
And
but what happened to his parents though?
Batman's parents? No.
I like Batman vs. Two-Face. I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as Return of the Cape Crusaders.
Oh yeah, no, the first one's better.
Yeah, absolutely. And I haven't watched Gotham by Gaslight yet, but
I watched the first 30 minutes of it, and then I had to go to work.
I've watched bits and pieces of Ninja with you. I wish Ricky was here to talk about that, but
has he seen it?
Yeah, Ricky has.
Oh yeah, no,
he told me he thought it was trash.
It was different.
It's like almost an anime, isn't it?
Almost.
It's absolutely an anime. It's done by Studio Ghibli.
Is it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's
why? Just why?
Which I also think, I'm sorry, but have you seen anything from it? Like anything?
I've seen some clips. I've seen like maybe 10 minutes.
Okay, like it's very, very jarring. Like I'll let you like give more detail about the story and everything, but as far as just like seeing bits of it, it's very, very jarring because it goes from like this super rendered like Ruby-esque, like very slow, sluggish 3D animation to this super stylized 2D.
That was just a flashback.
It's still like super stylized and just kind of just takes you out of it for a second. It's just like you don't really get the context of why it's so stylized, and then it's more classic DC animation, but it's also that 2D, that 3D 2D modeling. So the character models are still really like sluggish and everything, and it's not what I would expect from somewhere like Warner Brothers to put their stamp of approval on. But
the hardest part was the fact that it was so jarring. Hardest part, well, that was not that hard, honestly. The hardest part for me was the fact that throughout most of it, I wish I would have just watched it in Japanese, because the English was not moving with the mouth almost whatsoever.
yeah, it was not made for that. Yeah,
Like, nobody went back and was like, all right, let's move this with, like, the actual mouths. Yeah, it makes it, it's good. Godzilla!
I mean, they should have. I don't know what the experience of the DC voice actors is when it comes to doing anime, but it's a completely different thing. They should have had actual, like, Schimmel or people like that come in who have that experience of matching their voice to the lip flaps already on the screen.
Right.
Because
there was no way. Like, they
no, that's why how you do dub anime. You don't change the lip flaps for the American dub. That never takes place. It's disrespectful.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, that's part of the art. There's so much that goes into.
Well, if you had like a release like I don't know if you ever saw Final Fantasy VII Advent Children.
Yeah.
They'll like
that shit's smooth.
Right. Yeah. You can like they change.
Yeah, you can you can redo it. It's really simple.
But like
that was directly because that market they were going for was like also the American market.
Yeah.
Right.
And they had like individual releases of both of them. It wasn't just like here's the movie,
obviously,
here's your sub.
Obviously they're going for the American market with Batman Ninja. I mean,
I've wondered that before.
They make 4 or 5 of those movies a year.
There's
sick of you, DC.
I forget who did, but there's a really good video on why
more Green Lantern movies.
Why most dubs don't change the lip flaps, because it's something you see in abridged and stuff. But like Dragon Ball, it's the exact same. Well, in Japan, it doesn't matter as much. Like, they're not as like focused on the lip flaps matching up with the movement as we are. In fact, the subtitles that we get are more in line with the lip flaps and the actual dialogue in the show, because a lot of times that is different. Like, they'll change the subtitles to make it work more with the English mind.
Oh yeah, I've seen so many different, like, going back and trying to see the same same episode and seeing a different subtitle. Luckily, it's a lot easier to translate now.
But I don't know. I'm kind of worried about Batman movies, like the animated ones, because
I'm tired of Batman movies.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just the only thing really saving Killing Joke was having Mark Hamill back in it.
Kevin Conroy.
Batman vs. Two-Face was okay, but it could have been better as the last stand of Batman, Adam West.
Only Batman I want is the new 52 animated Batman. Like, I super enjoy it. I like the guy's voice. I feel like his voice is like perfect for like Batman and Bruce Wayne. The story that they've done with him and Damian Wayne has been awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only and then him with the Justice League as well. It's all done like fantastic. Just keep doing that. Quit giving me spin-offs. I don't care about spin-offs. If you want spin-offs, give me a Hawkman movie.
Will we fucking ever?
Get a Hawkman movie? No. They'll go with Hawkwoman before they'll go Hawkman.
Isn't she not a girl?
Come here.
Well, is that gonna fly now?
Yeah, she was Hawkwoman. I should.
Probably like 35 miles an hour, but
aha. There's a.
Come on.
There's CW, the Hot Girls in CW. Like in their little TV universe. The Supergirl has her own show. Yeah, girl still works. Girl's fine.
What's up, guys? This is Scout. Yeah.
Right in the mic.
Say hello. Yeah, there you go. Ah, yeah.
I'm gonna say, this is great. The nails in my neck and the cuteness on my other side. That's just so nice.
Oh, she loves, like, probably, like, motherly things. She loves just getting up right in my fucking beard and falling asleep and just kneading right into my fucking neck and my jugular. Oh, it's the best thing in the world.
What's all this warm, wet stuff? Sports.
It keeps me warm. Oh, And she's trying to eat the microphone.
No, that's not how we use a microphone. You're gonna have to learn. Okay.
We're gonna learn today, alright.
I love you.
Alright. Yep, I just saw her. She looked at it,
thumbnail,
and just went for it. I'm gonna eat you.
We're gonna be jumping over in just a second, but last thing I wanted to talk about. Have you seen the latest Christopher Robin trailer?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god.
Good?
It's so good. Hold on.
You gonna do it now?
We can just do it now. I'm gonna do a quick cut real quick. No one has to watch this.
Hearing that a second time was a lot
Oh
funny.
my god. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's like somebody condensed down my childhood and is chloroforming me with it. That's the best.
No, his nose looks like that though. Looks like his nose, like Pooh's nose, just looks weird to me. It looks like his.
He looks like the original bear, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Oh.
I think they all are supposed to
They all have, it's kind of an amalgamation,
Yeah.
especially Tigger. Tigger is like because Tigger is very different from the original drawings that Edward Shepard. I'm probably getting that wrong, but Ernest E. Shepard. Yeah, that's it.
Ernest E.
Ernest E. Shepard.
Ernest E. Shepard.
But yeah, they kind of have that blend of the Disney design, but still looking like the old toys that the actual Christopher Robin Milne had. What's up? Oh,
You lost your rubber. Or, well, protection.
excuse me, folks.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Cover yourself,
Yeah, I'm
sir.
gonna censor that out. So I can censor out Zach for the rest of that time that's off.
Although I am a little miffed about now everyone's going to be quoting fucking philosophical poo quotes like it's a thing.
Right.
Like I've fucking been doing that for fucking years. What are you're fucking behind the game?
Hey, new generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Let him in.
Yeah.
Let him in, Kickasola.
I'm
Ewan McGregor gets to open that door for them.
I'm glad.
That's beautiful. Jesus.
I'm glad that it really captures the simple Taoist philosophy of poo that you really got. Even you got that more in the books, honestly, than you ever got in even the old cartoons, but certainly not in like the. And I enjoyed the '90s, the New Adventures cartoons, but just of course that line. I can't remember what that line originally came from. What book it originally came from. The people say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. It's my favorite line ever. But also I get to where I'm going by walking away from where I've been.
Yeah.
And that's a silly idea. Why, thank you.
Man, that makes me think. I've been reading a lot of Calvin and Hobbes comics recently.
Yeah, you can see a real connection in
Well,
tone and like feeling between.
I was thinking about what if they made a movie out of that?
I think we could
Yeah.
definitely see it.
Especially with the whole stuffed animal aspect and it, like going back and forth between the imagination and not.
I think Calvin and Hobbes might be another one in that very, very short list of, we were talking about a while ago, of things that are just so purely childhood, like Winnie the Pooh,
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers.
I love Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah.
I never saw
Good
the
dick.
I never saw the Peanuts movie. Did I? What? Good what?
Dick.
I thought you said penis. He said, never mind.
Wait, what? No, I that went way over my head. What happened?
He said peanuts, and I thought he said penis as a joke. Like, yeah, those classic things from your childhood. Winnie the Pooh, Calvin and Hobbes, Good Dick, Mr. Rogers.
Some good dick. Rocky and Bullwinkle, you know.
Fun with Penis and Jane.
Rocky and Dick Winkle.
Cocky.
Cocky and Dick Winkle. No.
Cocky and Holstein.
Yeah. What?
That's the porn parody.
Porn parodies of childhood.
Now for something we hope you'll really like.
Oh, that makes me sad.
Really should.
That's so.
Because, what's her fucking name? She was so fucking many things.
Where should I stick it inside of Carmen Sandiego? I just want to turn all childhood shows into porns. Yu-Gi-Oh! No, yeah.
That's what my siblings used to say when it was on and make fun of me. He's like, that's not what it's called.
Come on, guys, you know it. You see the intro.
Right. Go, go, Flower Rangers. Come on, stop it.
That's mean.
It is mean.
Yeah.
Somebody enjoy my fucking cartoons.
Flower Rangers. I never heard that either.
I haven't either.
Who calls it that? That doesn't happen. Everybody loves the Power Rangers.
I feel you, Aaron. I wish you were there when I was drunk.
Just both. Come on!
Come on!
Just like in unison.
You need to.
No, I want to see a Calvin and Hobbes movie now.
Yeah.
Do it. You guys are making all these other things. Go for it. Or at least like a cartoon or something. Cartoon would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could really just animate his Alex.
You don't smoke. Silly cat. I'm trying to think of any other old childhood shows that they should make into movies. Shows or comics. Don't do Garfield again.
No.
Captain Planet.
Heathcliff.
Yeah.
The only Captain Planet that... What's Heathcliff?
It's like
Candy
the
bar?
precursor to Garfield.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I enjoyed Heathcliff more.
Yeah. 'Cause he used to... Oh, man. My favorite Heathcliff... That's the black cat, right?
No, he's orange.
Who's
Yeah.
the black cat I'm thinking of?
He's a darker orange, but yeah.
What's the black cat that I'm trying to think of? His...
Felix Cat.
Yeah, Felix the cat.
Right.
Yeah. No, he's my favorite cat. Out of any of them.
You need to use a computer or
First comic
something.
I read of him was he was had a pie competition with one of his neighbors, and like a whole bunch of people came to judge it, and he knew he wasn't going to win, so he made a tool pie, and he killed the other cat or whatever it was by throwing that tool pie at him. First thing I ever saw of Felix the cat, I was like, I'm going to love you for the rest of my life.
Pretty good.
That's great, tool pie. What kind of pie did you make? Had like a wrench and other shit sticking out of it.
My cat's using the internet.
What's it looking up?
Just opening tabs.
Yeah, no, I was in the midst of drawing earlier, and she walked over and stepped right on the button that's my Control Z.
Oh God.
And whenever you hold it down, it just backs up it all. I just sat there and watched my drawing disappear. That was... No!
I'm sorry, Scout, but apparently Guitar Center no longer carries this item.
Damn it.
I was gonna be a drummer.
That's a pretty guitar, though. That sucks. I'm sorry for you.
I know.
Yeah.
The world is so terrible.
You're right.
I'm never going to get credit again. Not going to happen.
You did a good job.
Thanks. That's not going to give me a guitar, though.
I gave you credit, though. Yes.
There's a lot to cover. So let's get on to the first word. All right. Well, welcome to the first word. Gus is a Cyclops in the new episode of.
God. Dude, that fucking pooch. His belly button. It looked just like his fucking belly button.
He's an
Loved it.
absurdly shaped man.
I love his shape, and I love how proud he is of his
He
shape.
should be. Why shouldn't he be?
There's an RT animated adventure where they're at an RTX and they're doing like little signings. This guy comes up, he's like really solemn, and Gus says something bad to him. I can't remember what it is, and his dad had just recently died. And Gus had like lifted up his stomach. He was like, "You want to feel this? You want to feel this?" or something along those lines. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
He started talking like mad shit to this kid, and his dad just died, or something along those lines.
Jesus.
Fucking Gus.
So
He's like, how was I supposed to know? I'm not going to apologize.
So we didn't have an episode last week of Fandom, so I guess we should talk about episode 6 a little bit as well to give some context.
Right.
It's the one where Doc, or not Doc, but what's his name came back out?
Yeah, O'Malley.
O'Malley.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's talks that, like, this Doc is the Doc from, like, the Doc in season 15 that meets up with them has already been through time already. Like, he's the Doc from season 16, and he's already gone back, and, like, there's other talks. Like, it gets out there to where he went out and got O'Malley, or got Omega.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know. But it's just a weird theory, and I think it's funny.
A, Omega's gone,
Right.
and B, O'Malley came back.
To be gone.
He absolutely has to be gone. He was fucking killed in the end. Omega is gone.
Time travel.
Omega is gone.
Time travel. They have it at their fingertips.
But
O'Malley came back in season 13. Like, people were forgetting that.
Yeah. No,
Like,
I mean, I remember that.
I know. But it's just...
I was having trouble.
It's a dumb theory.
At, like, how O'Malley could even be, but
It's deep in the subconscious of him now. That is a part of it.
It's not O'Malley. It's not Omega.
Right.
It's
an
Doc's
amalgamation of-
exactly. It's Doc's coping mechanism for the stress and everything. He went crazy and created this altar, and that's the first thing that he goes to since he lived with O'Malley in his brain for so long that he basically just
No, I know.
Oh, I know you know.
But
It is strange at this time to see him come out. I still feel that way. Because
he took that gun like he had a plan.
right, and it seems like it must just be like a constant subconscious thing that Doc is experiencing, to where once he was given the ability to act on it, then it came to the surface.
Yeah.
And it also like made me almost doubt the geek stuff, but now I'm realizing that just feeds more into him using O'Malley as a coping mechanism for this, and maybe having just like this really complicated internal struggle all the time.
I do wonder about that stuff. Honestly, it seemed a bit too cliche.
It was too because Doc Deke, what the fuck, man? Like,
which I don't know. Like, I'm enjoying this season, but this latest episode really kind of cemented it for me that I don't care about this season. I don't have any emotional hook, and first of all, like I told him when we were watching it, I'm not 17 anymore. Just got like the Blood Gulch Chronicles thing of just guys yelling at each other and calling each other fucktards doesn't really work for me as well. And Joe's not as good at writing that as Bernie was. Like, I don't feel like the writing as far as just like comedy is as good as it was in the Blood Gulch days. So it's really hard for me. The story is so outlandish that at least with season 15, for me,
Dylan.
I had Dylan, and there was also
it was grounded in emotion.
Well, yeah, like for me, there was that hook of Griff was a good hook through the season of like wanting to get back to him, and also like I didn't want Church to be back. But it teased that he was, and part of me did, and I kind of went on
morbid curiosity.
I went on that journey with Tucker and Caboose to get that closure without it ruining the end of season 13. So at least season 15 had that for me. There's nothing in this season that really grabs me, and it feels like the story is happening to the Reds and Blues instead of them pushing the story along.
Right.
And that's not good in storytelling.
This is drawing, to me, the closest parallels of anything I've seen to Greek mythology, like the Odyssey.
Yeah.
That
Cyclops, that head was the same one from the Odyssey movie.
Right, and you could draw parallels between Tucker's experience and what Odysseus went through.
Right.
But I don't think this season is intended to grab you in a way that you're used to by RVD.
Yeah, it's another change up on how they do things.
Yeah, but that just because it's a change doesn't mean it's a good thing.
Right, you're right.
Yeah.
But I think that if we can tie this epic mythological plotline into some emotional crux, we find like the center of it, which has to be revealed in the next few episodes, or there's not going to be enough time to get really cemented.
Exactly.
Then it's going to fall flat.
Yeah.
In comparison with other seasons.
I don't think that after the last 7-8 years of like deeply emotionally ingrained story, that you can backpedal on RBB that much and it still worked.
I think.
And I think
they're trying to do it again, but with the animation. They're like,
and I think there's a tonal problem, like with the, and there's this problem last year with Temple. I don't know whether or not I'm supposed to take the gods or whatever seriously, or as a legitimate threat,
Right.
or if they're like, like these over the top.
I mean, the thing that they said is coming is called Pizza Quest. That automatically, I don't take them seriously.
Yeah.
Like, and then that intro that he had talking to Tucker and Sister, I didn't like it.
Right. And they keep drawing back to this him character.
Yeah.
And I almost feel like it's going to be a mustachioed pizza chef that is going to end up being
Oh my God,
creator of
Pizza.
Of like the universe and like the defender of the
Oh my
ship.
God, and the Earth is flat.
The Earth is a pizza.
The Earth is a pizza. Yeah, I'm all chalky. Don't know why.
But I think we need something to happen to Griff. I think Griff needs to lose sister.
Ooh.
Oh God, I never even thought of something like
she's
that.
getting so much good development. Though.
That's the
why
point.
I think it's gonna happen.
Like a classic episode of The Walking Dead.
This ain't Ruby.
I know, right?
Don't give a character development just to kill him. Come on.
Susan came
There was an immediate way to put Kickasola in his feels.
I love Sister.
You
I always
automatically
love
went
Sister.
into it.
And
Your voice got so
this
sad.
season really makes me love Sister.
Yeah.
That's why I think.
Still classic Sister too. Like it.
Mm-hmm.
She's either gonna get taken, or she's gonna get hurt, or she's gonna die.
Well, something I was thinking about was like in the end of that last episode that showed Griff, it showed him actually talking to the Tinkerbell thing.
Huggins.
Yeah, Huggins.
I love Huggins.
Yeah, actually got him talking to her. So I mean, he's obviously gonna end up being the main point. He's been the main point of this season so far.
He's our new leader. It's strange. He's like
I love it.
Yeah.
Anti-leader.
Yeah, he is an anti-leader because I mean he's leading it. He's leading people.
He's trying to lead them nowhere.
Yeah, he's trying to lead them exactly nowhere. I love that.
I
I've
really
got a foolproof plan.
I did
science.
I did really enjoy Tucker in this latest episode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like it's a really good display of like what makes Tucker such a good.
Dude, he ran a warthog into its face.
Right.
Yeah.
He is the classic like hero of
Mhm.
this story.
Yeah.
You know, he's your Achilles.
Yep.
He's your like.
Well,
Yeah. It's fucking weird to think of Tucker in that light.
yeah.
Considering how we like met him. In
He is
this
Brad.
storyline.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tucker's Brad Pitt.
Tucker's Brad Pitt in Troy.
That makes me uncomfortable. making some weird sex joke, vouching about a joke getting inside of the horse.
Right. Remember, the horse gets inside of you.
I've always thought it was really brilliant on Miles' part to make Tucker such a central character because he was a character that kind of had that subtle development
Just ignore it.
through the first, like, through Blood Gulch and everything. Like, once Tucker gets the key, he goes on the quest, then he's the only one to actually get an assignment and not just get restationed. He was clearly he was clearly the one meant to get the promotion from Flowers and not Church. So like the progression of Tucker, it really jumpstarts in season 11, but it's subtly there throughout the beginning of the show, and I love that about it. Which kind of leads into like a big issue and worry that I have with season 15 and 16 and going forward under Joe is Miles wrote one of the miniseries for season 9. I think it was Where There's a Will, There's a Wall.
Yeah.
And then he wrote most of the machinima in season 10. So, and then Bernie decided after season 10, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm out of ideas. This kid's been doing it too. He's got an idea of the show. He knows how the characters work and everything, how to write it.
Hey, kid, you do this.
Yeah, exactly. But with Joe, it was he did the.
He got handpicked. Legos.
Yeah, he did the Mega Bloks episode, and I agree with Miles in the commentary that he gets the characters very well. He's able to write for the characters, but that doesn't mean he's able to write for the story.
Yeah.
And I feel like there should have been more of a grace period of transitioning him in there like there was with Miles, so it didn't feel as jarring going from season 10 to season 11 as it does with season 14 as breathing area, and like there's all kinds of different ways we can tell a Red versus Blue story. Season 15 and especially 16 feels very, very different from 1 through 13.
Oh yeah.
Not in a bad way. I mean, there's some bad about it. There's some that I really, really enjoy about it. It is a breath of fresh air, but I just worry about his ability to nail the tone of those emotional moments and everything that you really need to anchor the story in.
He has piqued my curiosity, but not necessarily
Hooked you?
hooked me.
Yeah, absolutely. But what has hooked me is our dear, dear Camp.
Oh my god.
Camp was really good. Oh yeah.
So apropos from our current situation. Just the whole Neil plotline in this last episode.
Oh my god.
You're right.
Neil Bucks.
Oh man, I've seen that crazed look in many a friend's eye as they went to sell Bitcoin at a certain moment. It's like mid-conversation.
Just going crazy. Just immediately they go from fine to red and sweating.
Right.
Uh,
No, man.
No,
They
so-
mentioned Dogecoin. Do you guys know what Dogecoin is? Okay. Cryptocurrencies are all based on if there's a piece of blockchain that you get, and then it's like a certain amount of data represents your currency. And Dogecoin is basically like each individual unit of that currency is a virtual dog.
I knew it was God related. God damn it.
And so,
God damn it.
people are just like collecting staples of virtual dogs and hoping that they appreciate in value so that we can sell them.
Are they?
I mean, if they have and they haven't, it just like depends on
I
where you
think
bought
it goes
it
up
and where
and
you
down.
sold. Like,
Were
it's
you
fucking nonsense.
buying in dogs and selling them?
Doesn't really just depend on like how many markets will accept the currency. Has a lot to do with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I can imagine there's not many places that
different.
accept dog coin.
I hope there's different like Dogecoins. Like there's a Labrador and there's like a golden retriever.
Like as like commemorative says, like your state quarters, or just like
Yeah.
it's different denominations.
I was thinking denominations. Like
Eventually, you're going to be able to get frame certificates of your Dogecoin.
got me 100 Great Danes.
Oh my god. So ridiculous.
That's great. I did never think about investing into any of this, but I think I'm going to. Just for Dogecoin. Dogecoin.
There's also a cat version of it, obviously.
I don't care about that.
Crypto Kitties, I think it's on.
That's cool. That's good. Yeah, CryptoKitties is clever.
There's a cryptocurrency for it.
What if there's one for like lizards?
Yeah, for sure. And that looks some like Hillary coin or something like that.
It's just called the Illuminati. Illumicoin. Coinanati.
Oh man. No, this was a great intro to the season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It reminds you of everybody's motivations more than anything to me in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you're trying the counselors are trying to preserve the camp.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like the
just
continuation from season 2.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. And they're just like hard pressed and incompetent, so they don't know how to actually go about doing this, and they have to rely on the iniquities of the campers.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, hey, maybe we shouldn't have entrusted the financial security of our camp to a bunch of children.
Man, whenever Scout hears that the camp's getting shut down, that mouth quiver,
Right.
that and like the great
Nikki.
detail. What?
Nikki.
Yeah.
Scout is Nomad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same.
When she grows up, she changes her name
Yeah.
and her hair color.
Which, go ahead, there's something to say about Nomad, but go
It goes
ahead.
back in time. Wait, is it back in time or is it forward in time?
It's a long
Some
time ago
aliens.
in the future.
Yeah. Makes you think of, never mind. Not important. But yeah, it is. No, it's not. Whatever. It's RT related. The animated adventures for Achievement Hunter. What are they called?
Yeah, this
This is one where they try to explain Star Wars to Gavin.
yeah.
Right. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
They should say that at the beginning.
They do! Every fucking movie!
Oh my god.
No, but no, that and the quartermaster. Oh, the
Yeah.
quartermaster at the end of the episode. Well, when you put it like that, rude.
Doesn't he have a bunch of arguably more effective replacements? I concur.
But who? I like the Max is just like, who would steal these things? I wish Scout would have pulled up. Damn it! I wish Nikki would have pulled out another one, like right after that, like put it up to her chin, just like I don't know.
Max is fucking great. In that sense.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just sells him to a T because he's not really willing to put up with anybody's bullshit, but he still
Cares.
He still wants the camp to continue.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm in. Yeah, no, I like the him going around through. I'm guessing it was Nikki's room. Not Nikki. God damn it! What's her name?
You had it right that time.
No.
Oh.
He's not going through Nikki's room.
Gwen?
Oh, yeah,
Gwen's
Gwen,
room.
yeah.
Just like looking for something. Like, what are they hiding?
Mhm.
Right.
No,
He
like,
has all this power in this camp.
Oh, I like how Magic Kid, whatever his name is, points out the weird plot hole with the fact that Gwen is just carrying around.
Yeah.
so, quick diversion from Camp Camp. We'll come back to that, but I'm pretty sure it's Neris. His voice actor, it could be a different character, but his voice actor, who is also the creator of Nomad, has left RT under creative differences.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know who owns the IP, whether it's a Rooster Teeth wanted to change the show and he left and they're going to change it, and
Anyway.
It's gonna
in
get
any way,
crunch time.
or if it's going to get crunch time.
Mm,
And it was just getting so fucking good,
like crunch time.
just like crunch time.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I'm always gonna be butthurt about
Oh,
when
it's-
crunch time isn't back.
Same,
So good. Such a good show.
but
You guys missed out.
we'll actually go watch it. Everyone, sign up for RT First. Watch Crunch Time 1,000 times. Tweet at them. We can still make another season happen. We had like 10 years between Strangerhood season 1 and season 2. We can have another fucking season of Crunch Time. But
yeah. And Avery Munson wants to do it, and I love Avery Munson.
I'm sure they
He's so good.
all do. I'm sure it's probably logistical things like budget and scripting and schedules and all of that. But
Can't find the keys.
that's probably my favorite on the spot
Dude,
ever.
that's the best. Avery Munson on the spot. Have you seen the episode with him? Oh my god.
But Camp Camp's a good.
Alzheimer's is my favorite mental degenerative disease, just ever.
But
It just messes with the entire family.
But Camp Camp's a good example of, like, it doesn't have to be like a crazy emotional plot or anything to really hook me. There needs to be something in the next few episodes of RVB to really make me care about the characters and the stakes that they're in right now. Of course I care about the characters, but like,
Now we've seen that the biggest bad is not actually able to directly harm them.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
What if he isn't the biggest bad?
but that we've seen thus far.
Yeah.
I really hope.
I mean, he sat on a pretty big throne.
I mean, Ruby's. Ooh, oh, that's something else to talk about. Ruby's already an anime, and so let that deal with power scaling problems. I don't want that to come into RVB.
Right.
Yeah, I feel that.
What I was going to say is, did you know that Mr. Killmonger himself, or Creed, if you are a Rocky fan of the new movies, Mr. Michael B. Jordan is playing Julian Chase in Genlock.
Cool.
That's the main character.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the main character is, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
a big fucking hit.
Right? That is a huge fucking sell. Oh my god. That's really exciting.
I really like him. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen.
I wonder if he plays. Never mind.
No, what?
Basketball.
Coco's
why I
not
said
here. It's
never,
not
but-
okay.
Michael Jordan has nothing to do with race.
So there's another Michael Jordan in the NBA.
You know, there's another Michael Jordan in the world.
Oh,
Probably
okay.
black. Probably plays basketball. Probably acts too. And I think the other Michael Jordan
Yeah,
can't
it's
act
Will
that
Smith.
well.
Never mind. No.
But no,
Will
we're
Smith acts incredibly well.
I don't know. I really believe that Michael Jordan didn't know where he was. In Space Jam.
Yeah. The entire time. That was actually all just one big acid trip. That's all that it was. And everybody filmed it.
he seemed more confused, like in the normal acting scenes, than he did when up against the Looney Tunes. But no, that's a really big sell. Plus that coming out like right on the heels of them making the announcement for Spike Face,
Yeah.
the animated show with the creators of Always Sunny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like.
The dude's blown up.
Mm-hmm.
They've been blown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Sure.
really have.
They're a constant explosion. They're like that volcano in Hawaii right now.
Fair enough. Yeah. New ground.
Literally. That's what volcanoes are for.
That's what they're for.
That's what Gosh and Jeepers put them there for.
Gosh and jeepers.
Have you seen any of the new Alternative Lifestyle?
No.
Did you watch the season finale of season 3?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so ridiculous.
I still haven't watched it.
It's good. They really blew their load on the cinematic.
This is just such a sexual episode. Of
No,
Fandom
absolutely.
Nonsense.
Yeah, it's good.
But no, there's like a 3 or 4 day break, and then since then there's been like 4 or 5 episodes of season 4, like because it's gone back to they dropped Lifestyle Classic and they've gone back to more of the season 1 format without the cinematics and story and everything. It's just a couple friends hanging
Right,
out
yeah.
kind of thing. So
Been moving into the new place.
and it's been like there's. I hope that shows up as a thumbnail option. It's been a new episode like every day, which is really cool because that's how it was when they first started. So, no, it's been really enjoyable to,
Yeah, the less cinematic they get, the more consistent the clothes are.
Mhm.
Makes sense.
which I enjoy. I really enjoy the cinematic stuff, but
I don't think you can beat, for my money, them just fucking around.
no, you can't.
They have just such good chemistry for that.
Right, and it's really hard to write that kind of their dialogue and everything. You know, like
It has to be majority improv.
oh,
I feel like
absolutely.
they'll get a good idea about something and
Mhm.
find a way to not laugh about it and then
Right.
film it,
Yeah.
or it'll just happen.
I'm trying to not squint my eyes as much to see how well I can hold this. How much pressure do I have to put on these to keep them in my eyes? Not much.
That's what she said.
What?
All right. Anything else in the RT world happening recently that we need to roll over? There goes one.
Wow. No, I can't think of.
Nobody's answered any of my fan mail / propositions.
Send it to Achievement Hunter. They'll most definitely answer it.
Really?
Yeah, they have a thing called AWU, where they open up fan mail and respond to it. Yeah, their office is just filled with stuff that people have given them and made them.
Well, as time goes on and Cruiser Chief becomes bigger and bigger and has more productions going on, more shows, more big names involved, what still remains to be the coolest part of it to me is their interaction with the community.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Oh yeah. No, they knew how to do it.
They understood from the start that it's all about the fact that people care about watching them and,
I feel like this year has been a very much a return to course on that, because that was a big issue people had the last couple years, that the website wasn't able to keep up with the growth that they had. The community side really suffered, and the community kind of moved to YouTube and Facebook and Reddit and became decentralized from the site and everything. And I think that's the biggest thing. There's a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out this year, but the new site and the refocus on the community has been a really, really good breath of fresh air, and especially with them growing like they have. I'm really excited to be a part of this community and see things go forward. I certainly consider everything we do here to be an offshoot of the RT community. If it weren't for that, we never would have had the idea that we could do something like Indie Carnival.
Yeah. Thanks,
And hopefully one day I can actually thank Bernie in person.
Yeah, I'd like to give him a cold hard fist bump.
Yeah, RTX.
Yeah, it was on that list.
Yeah, I know.
We should go this year.
We definitely need to go this
What
year.
month is it? August?
August 3rd through 5th. Come see us at RTX. We'll be having a camera and walking around and doing things.
God, I want the 70 for that. I don't want to walk Cafe through a convention.
Yeah, right.
I really don't. That's
I don't
one
either.
tired arm.
We should have the rest of the money from Josh by then, so we should be able to get the 70D with that.
Whoever, yeah, Josh Bucks, raising value.
Josh Bucks.
Till bucks.
Chill Bucks, yeah.
But until bucks then, this has been Fandom Nonsense, and I've been Zach.
I've been Aaron.
I've also been Nolan.
Say goodbye, Scout.
Goodbye, Scout.
Bye, guys.